Frozen fish is not an uncommon phenomenon. You must have some of them in your fridge too, I'm sure. But I'm not talking about those boring fish. No, this amazing video will literally leave you questioning if there's anything nature cannot do. In a lake in Indiana, two brothers found the most unusual frozen thing they'd ever seen: a pike eating a brass fish. Some people thought this was fake when it went viral on the internet, but surprisingly, it isn't fake, just very, very disturbing. The footage came from two brothers who had been fishing on Indiana's Wawasee Lake when they saw what looked like a pike in the middle of eating a bass. The pair had been frozen in place, and no one on the internet seemed to believe it when they posted a photo. To prove those internet haters wrong, they posted a video of themselves cutting the fish out of the frozen lake using a chainsaw. They really had been frozen solid. Several theories emerged on Reddit about the incidents. The best one was from one of the brothers himself, Alex Babbage, who told Global News he thinks a fisherman caught the bass, but it was too small to keep, so he released it. The bass died anyway and floated up under the ice when it was still thin. Then the pike saw the easy meal, tried to eat it, but choked and died. Once both fish were dead, they both floated under the surface of the lake, which then froze into a thick layer of ice, trapping their bodies at the surface. However it happened, this sure is a surprising thing to find while fishing. Mother Nature can be as brutal as she is beautiful, which is exactly what one Alaskan man witnessed back in 2016. It is surprising enough to find any animal frozen in ice. So imagine finding two moose together, which is already a rare animal, frozen under the ice with their antlers out. School teacher Brad Webster and a friend made the unusual discovery of two of those bull moose partially frozen under the ice, locked at the antlers. The two men found the moose while walking along a frozen area about 10 miles outside of town. With the help of a few more people, they removed the animals from about 8 inches of ice covering open water, recovering some of the spoiled meat for dog food and trapping bait. Webster said the meat was left at the site for anyone wanting it. It was the end of moose rutting season, and the animals likely were fighting over a female moose. Webster said that one of the animals was wounded by the other animal's antlers and perhaps died as their antlers were caught together, dragging the rival down with it. Despite the fact that more than half of their bodies were frozen beneath the surface of the ice, Erickson and his friends still worked to free the moose, helping to salvage some meat and a head mount of the once-in-a-lifetime find. This is probably the creepiest thing you'll see today. Yes, what you are seeing right now is a bunch of fish frozen in a wave. No, it's not fake at all. Like the other frozen wildlife, the fish are striking because of how they appear to have frozen mid-action. It looks like they've just leapt into the air, but they never made it back down into the lake. It's a reminder that the freezing weather we're so in awe of can be as brutal as it is beautiful. So how did these fish end up frozen in a wave feet above the surface of the water? Kelly Preheim, who took the photo of the phenomenon, was so struck by the sight that she devoted herself to finding out. She spoke to biologists at the Lake Andes Wildlife Refuge where she saw the frozen phenomenon, and they explained their theory. According to them, the fish didn't actually freeze mid-jump. Instead, when snowfall and ice clouded the surface of the lake, algae and underwater plants were unable to produce oxygen, and the fish suffocated. Then, as the ice expanded, parts of it buckled and were forced up into the air, fish and all. Preheim told a reporter that the sight was even more spectacular and bizarre in person. She said, "In this picture, it looks like there's about a dozen to 15, but the surface of the lake in some parts had thousands of dead fish." Her only regret was that she didn't take more photos. Nevertheless, the images she did capture give us a glimpse into the kind of surreal scene that only nature can create.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.